An old man went for the walk in the morning. So as you look at the context, you know that he went for a walk, right? There's nothing specific about the walk. What's so specific about the walk? Nothing, right? Which means it's an incorrect article. Yeah, most of you got that right? Error is in part B, right? You guys were quick in that. Went for a walk. There you go. So it's an incorrect article. All I need to do is an old man went for a walk in the morning, not goes, right? I don't have to change go and went in terms of present and past tense. It really doesn't matter. Grammatically, it's just a sentence in the past tense. He went for a walk. That's fine. But the error is in part B. You need to remove or you need to change, replace the with a. He went for a walk. Yeah. He was elected the president of the society. Where do you think the error is? He was elected. Again, I don't need this definite article the in front of president. The error is in part B. Why so? Right? Because we're not talking about a specific president here, right? Though president is a common noun, right? He was elected president. So you normally say he was elected. You can say he was elected as. Even then, you don't need the definite article. He was elected as councillor. He was elected chairman. He was elected, you can either say as president or simply president, right? You don't need an article there is what I'm trying to say, which is incorrect. He was elected as president or he was elected president of the society and not he was elected the president of the society, okay? So if you look at it so far, we've looked at multiple errors, however, all pertaining to articles, right? Three things or some concepts that we can quickly reflect on or summarize in terms of articles is, one, I need to see if the context is talking about something specific or not. So if there is the and the context is not referring to something specific, which means I need to remove that and change it to a or an, and vice versa, right? If the context is talking about something very general, then I change the to a or an. But if the context is referring to something specific, then I change a or an to the. So it can either we have to replace one of those or we'll have to remove that, which is not necessary, like we saw, right? I don't need the articles in front of days or months or languages and stuff like that. That's one concept. Another rule that we saw is certain expressions where after which an article does not follow, like type of, kind of, sort of. So whichever the error type is, I want you to retain the concepts and the rules that we're going to learn in the process. Let's see the next one. What is the criteria of selection in the examination? What is the criteria of selection in the examination? Again, I will give you a clue. The clue is, which means we are referring to a singular noun number. This is an easy one if you know what is the singular form of the word that we are looking at. Again, just so you know, right, criteria is the plural form, and what is the singular form? criterion. This is the singular form, and because of the verb is, we need the singular form and not the plural form. So which means the error is in part B. We need to change criteria to criterion, right? So criteria is used when you're referring to more than one criteria. Criterion is what we need because of the singular verb is. So what is the criteria? What is the criterion? What are the criteria? Yeah, got it? Let me just put it here. But a lot of people don't know this. They still say criteria only, even if there's one, right? Even I have made this mistake in the past. So what is the criterion of selection in the examination? Which means what is that specific thing that we need to keep in mind when it comes to exam selection. Okay. So again, all of this is with respect to noun numbers. We've looked at noun numbers is what we've looked at. Yeah. So a couple of things I think So far we've only looked at prepositions in detail and noun numbers. Some of the phrases that we need to remember when it comes to noun numbers: understand context, look for verbs, right? If the verb is singular, then just make sure that the noun also is aligning with the verb, right? So things are that. When it comes to noun numbers, so see, when it comes to prepositions, we saw missing preposition, unnecessary preposition, incorrect preposition. It's good for us to have an understanding of collocations. Third, when it came to noun number, we looked at other concepts like, collective nouns. So I'll know if this is the right collective noun for this particular noun, right? So collective nouns I need to be familiar with. I also need to look out for verbs. Is it singular or plural? Is the noun aligning with that? One of the is followed by a plural noun number. Indefinite pronouns. So if I take one error type, there are so many dimensions to it, right? I need to be familiar with all of these. Prepositions, 3 dimensions we saw. Noun numbers, 4 dimensions we saw.